Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know today what I'm really working on. I know I have DAR things to do. I know I have a haul I want to show you. I know I want to work on yesterday's journal page. I'm staying caught up, which really excites me because I know that's not going to last forever. But I'm already losing stuff and I just got up here. So let me show you my haul. I'll move my water cup. I have a wreck. I don't just have a mess, I have a wreck. What you see right now doesn't look too bad, but I'll show you what you're not seeing. See all that mess? Yeah, that's got to get picked up. I started sewing yesterday. Oh, that's what I wanted. See? I needed my camera. I got a haul yesterday from Amazon. Jackson is really big into golf and football and hunting and fishing and farming. So I bought a 12 rolls of golf. That should get him through junior high and high school golf. Then I got a bunch of patriotic washi. And some people wouldn't use as much washi as I do, but I'm also in DAR and we have a lot of DAR activities. And so I'm using it for if I'm working on DAR things or go to DAR or we have the activity and that kind of stuff. So I bought that. And then I treated myself to, these were all in one package. I put them in two. Birthday stickers. And there's two kinds, but I'm not going to get them out because I know you don't care. And here, this is easier and doesn't make noise. And farm animals. I needed goats. And we're getting chickens because chicken and seafood's all I can, fowl and seafood's all I can eat. So we needed farm stickers. Did I need 1,200 of them? Probably not. But considering we're on a farm and something's happening on the farm all the time, I did. I called that a need. Then, I'm gonna set these over there. That was in that haul, all that. Then last night, yesterday afternoon, I was cleaning up my sewing area because I want to get to sewing on my project Dress a Girls, and I almost have one done. And I found this pile of pockets I have been saving from old jeans. We get lots of old jeans around here. And I did not know. See, this one still needs cut around. Why don't we do that real fast? Because there's the scissors. I was gonna say, because I don't know where the scissors are. See these, you can even tell I've patched them already once. And finally, Greg told me I could just quit patching and save the denim for other jeans to patch. Wasn't he generous? So, I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with these. I don't know if I'm going to use them in slow stitching or what. But there's that loop. You could tell he wears these jeans well. Wears them out. I'm not going to want that seam because that seam's going to be hard to sew around. But I'll probably save this for patches. Unless I need it today in my journal. So, we'll put those over here to the side. Now, today's Friday. I've not been walking. I get a star when I walk. It is too hard to walk in this wind. This wind is absolutely crazy. But it is the 13th. I'm doing a video, so we can put a sticker there. I hope you're all doing well. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you've come back, thank you, thank you. I'm in Missouri, and the wind could blow us away. You know, they talk about the March winds. Yeah, we've got them. So right now, that's the only sticker I've got, except I did start some laundry. This is my little Bridget box, that I call it, that is keeping me organized. I am not cleaning floors today, but I did start a load of laundry. Yeah, I'm washing. Does laundry ever stop? I mean, there are just two of us. And I can't always keep up. So, but I'm not doing a lot today. I did a lot yesterday. Sorry you missed it. I may need to run into town. I've got a carload of stuff. I'm not doing trash. Laundry day, there we go. I need to take some stuff, genealogy stuff that was my mother-in-law's, into the consignments, to the library, and I've got a couple of things to go to the consignment store. And I've got, I don't know what else. I forgot what I've put in there. So there's my sticker book for right now. Then yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I guess. Look, there's a bee. I'll have to, see, I can't mail. I've got Allison's box ready to go, but I can't mail it because I keep finding bees. These I made yesterday, these little clusters. Oh, well, those came undone. Paste isn't working. My glue stick isn't working too well on these. So when they come apart, I'm just gluing them back again. But these are, see, look at that. The one that's coming apart from it is the parchment paper. I've got packing paper from my package from my Thrive the other day. And then I've got parchment paper. Then I've got a tissue paper that was my mother-in-law's. Then I've got a tea bag, and then this is a sticker. These are pictures, and I just used, and it worked much better. I just used paper. But this is my grandmother and a friend of hers. Some of these people I don't know. But these are little clusters I made, and I could use this little cluster for yesterday if I even have room. I had to order a new pattern. I searched high and low for my pillowcase dress pattern, and I can't find it anywhere. And I've made hundreds of them, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. And I can't find it. My husband said, well, you've made enough of them. He said, can't you make it by remembering? And I said, no, because I did it by the pattern. This is a picture of my mother-in-law when she's a baby. Now, don't stress because I'm using this. There were 12 of these little pictures. There were like 6 of this one of Grandma's. And I'll show you. Here's another one I've got. Some of these were friends of theirs. I love making clusters. This is like a brother of her grandma's mother. So it'd be my excuse me. It would be my great uncle. My mother never knew him. And then I have a little box of all these little ones and another tub to go through. I know my children are not going to want all this. I should say my son is not going to want all these. Therefore, I'm going to make clusters with them. I'm hoping to get an Etsy store started up. Selena from Amore Fabrique said she would help me, and I need to write these people down. And I may sell them. Oops. On my Etsy store because I have so many already made ephemera, pockets, and tags, and all kinds of stuff. If you're interested in seeing a tour of my little happy space up here, you just let me know. And I would be happy to do a little tour. Now, this was the last page I showed you. And this was the one I worked on. Everybody liked this little truck. I did too. I just thought he was so cute. This was fabric, a sample of the fabric I brought back. And this was her little she shed. Well, it doesn't look this cute, but eventually we'll get it that way. Then Sunday I worked on this by myself. The boys went golfing. So see, I need that golfing tape. I've got a little word here that says golf that I should show, but I can use my golfing tape. Time changed. I didn't. But see, this is how I'll use this, just unless he's got like a tournament or something. He and my son do like to do tournaments together. My son built in the basement a putting green. In one corner of the basement, they have it used to be the playroom. When we lived there, it was Andy's den. And then they changed it to a playroom when Nikki was doing daycare in the house, and then had it there for the kids. And then they changed it for ping pong and pool, which they found they didn't play. So I am so sorry. And now that the kids are older, they have made a little putting green thing, and he's put tin on the side so it doesn't dent the walls and stuff. Let me get a drink. And then he built like a little bar. My mother-in-law had a lot of vintage decanters and cookbooks and stuff for mixing drinks when they had parties. I gave all that to them. Then this is when Emerson came up, and she did some sewing with this kind of fabric. And when I do a complete month walkthrough, I'll go in more detail. Then this day I did, and we had so many, I cannot keep up with the brown beetle ladybug things and the flies. And I did a clean of them. And I made an anniversary card, and I used some of this for the anniversary card. Helped my husband. It was a beautiful day outside. Helped him with the owl house. Then this was Wednesday, and this was Andy's birthday. And then this is a little place where I wrote about the day. It was windy like it is. I mean, you can't hardly stand up. I made those clusters, did some more laundry, and now we are at yesterday. So, let's see. I'm going to wipe my nose. What we can do. I went through a lot of fabric yesterday, and I was going to write down who I've already mentioned. With that big piece of paper. AJ, Selena. And I found the fabric I'm going to use for April. Some fabric I'm going to use, I'm not sure, maybe for July. I am thinking I could, this would be great. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe July. I don't know. May not use it at all. And then this I found, and it's going to be kind of my April journal. And I did think of you, Melissa. She's at Messy Missy's. Oh, I already got out a sewing machine. So I've got 2 sewing machines. I can use either size. I got my Thrive box. No, I didn't. I got my Thrive box Wednesday. But there was no room for this on Wednesday. I ate one, though, yesterday. Okay, so I did a lot. I had a DAR meeting. I vacuumed. I dusted. I went through the fabric. I pulled out the Easter fabric and this red, white, and blue fabric. Did DAR stuff with another member. I finished a dress for Project Dress-A-Girl. Yeah, I did a lot. So I already have my DAR here. And here's my fabric flip to decorate it, but maybe I should put that on last. I felt like just Susie Homemaker. I really liked this idea. You know, you get all this in here and then you think, oh, do I need all that in here? At least that's what I think. So this keeps falling off. I have it up here on my wall and it keeps falling off. It says, in those times I can't seem to find God, I rest in the assurance he knows how to find me, from Neva Coyle. And that's a stamp I had. I don't know if I still have it. So I could put that in here. And I want to, when I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And this. And I'll do a lot of writing about what all I did. But let's see if I can find a windy day. Oh, I surely have a windy day I've cut out from some book. Didn't rain much during the day to worry about, but I don't have another windy day. Well, I'll be. Well, then we won't worry about that. So I'll put these on there, and I'll do a lot of writing. And I'll put this here. No, this here. Well, I can move that. It's not attached yet. So I could put this here. A little 50s woman. I could put that there. I'm going to use this from a journaling card. Last night, I had crackers with some soup I've made. Nope, don't want that. Here's some apple package I opened. I could make that into a little tag. And let's get started and see what we can do. All is going well on the farm. We got lots of baby goats right now. I think we've got, well, not lots. We'll have many, many more. But I think we've got 4 or 5 on the ground now. And, excuse me. And I am so sorry. We have them in the barn. We are going to cut this down. I wanted to make sure I got that chick. And we'll... Emerson has to come up and cuddle them each day so they get their cuddles. My husband is like so into them right now. It's so fun. And you know, that red, white, and blue would be fun in a couple of years for the Olympics, wouldn't it? I don't think sailing as I think of patriotism, but it could go for sailing, AJ. AJ's inspired life son is a sailor. Okay, and then I'm going to put, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world, even with the wind. I love this song. I love the saying. Love it all. Love it all. Now, I'll bring up some fabric to maybe put on this. I'll write on that. I can write on the other side. See, it's not too covered. And if it is, I've got all this room to write. I think I'll put that there. Maybe I could staple it. Yeah, I don't like staples. We'll use this. Aileen to the rescue again. We're gradually getting the house put together. We still have a few things to hang. Not as much as we did have. But just, you know, odds and ends. It takes a while to get it. So you feel like it's settled. And that's all I've got right now. I had all this other stuff. Well, I was going to maybe use some of this to write on, but I don't like the purple with the red, white, and blue. I don't want the pink with the red, white, and blue. So we could use, what do I have? This is my bit box. Yeah, I stole this idea and I have loved it. Actually, it came to be when we were in Florida because I needed some place for the little stuff I couldn't, I didn't have room for. That won't be good writing paper. This will be. We'll use that. And so I got a Tupperware dish. And I liked it so well that I made one when I got home. That's an old file box. I'm not even sure what it used to be. I found it. And I'm using it for this. I know. Isn't that creative? Haha. So I could put that there, or I may just write here because I've got the lines I can use. So I'm just going to put that there until I write. And I'll probably write later today. I do want to put this on. It's got tape on it, but we'll put it here. I want the green. I want to make sure this month I have lots of green, but I don't want a green journal or St. Patrick's Day journal. So then this is today. This is tomorrow, which will be Emerson Dances in a competition in Des Moines, but we're always on goat duty. And so I'll write about that, but now today I don't have a whole lot. So I'll have to think about that. I may bring fabric up from that little dress I'm finishing. I put a pocket on it and put it here. I've got to sew a button on it yet. So, you know, I could put it on this on today if I sew that button on it. But yeah, I got to think about, so see, I've got some of this stuff I didn't use. I can put in here. This would look better. Isn't this pretty? I may decide to clean something out or something. So I'm going to just stick all this stuff in here I didn't use today because I may want to use it for today. I'm not doing much. That's for sure. I'm going to work a lot on DAR, so today we'll get a sticker. I mean, some washi tape, but Jackson's not going to be golfing in this weather, that's for sure. So that's kind of what I have on tap. So thank y'all for dropping in. Thank you for looking at my quick little washi tape haul. I could go through each one of them with you, but if you want to see that, you let me know. I think I'm done buying washi tape, except I need football. I've got to get some football, and if I could find dance or cheerleading, I would get it. So, we'll see. I have to kind of do this in shifts so Greg doesn't say, What the world are you using that stuff for? Not that he cares, but I don't think he'd understand. But that's the way it goes. I may make a cluster out of this stuff. I don't know. I don't think I will. I don't know that it would look very good. AJ, I've got a box started for you. So, you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping in. And I hope you realize and always remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now.